Alright guys, Demare here with DM Reviews, and today we will be going over My Hero Academia manga chapter 325. Now, I'm sorry for last week's video. Basically, Shueisha took it down because I used video footage, but last week there was no video footage at all in the video. It was just straight up editing the manga panels. So I don't even know why they took it down. It was really stupid. But this week, I'm sorry that there will be nothing on the screen besides a moving background. But to be able to do this, that's what we have to do. So I guess let's get into it. So the chapter starts with Kota running to Midoriya, and the boy Mineta tries to run as well, but then Ida stops him and tells him that it isn't their moment, it's Kota's moment, and the furry lady. Yes, furry. The furry lady and Kota get to him, and Kota was saying that he was too scared to run over, and he was sorry about it. And then he said, but the lady stood up and all that stuff, and he wanted to go to him because he wanted to be more like Deku. And he says, I am here. Don't you get it? You don't gotta cry alone. You'll be okay. And then Deku starts crying even more, and then the furry lady realizes that he's a US student, and she starts telling her backstory, which isn't really a backstory, but just shelters wouldn't accept her because of her quirk. And she then calls him her crybaby hero. She says, well, this means I get to see you again. How lucky for me. Thank you for saving me, my crybaby hero. Is this supposed to be a Tokyo Revengers reference? Because that's what everybody calls Takemichi. Takemichi is the crybaby hero. I don't understand if this was a reference, or is it just because he's crying a lot, or I don't know. I mean, it would be cool if this was supposed to be Tokyo Revengers reference, because that sort of hints that if it is 100% Tokyo Revengers reference, then it could hint towards a Tokyo Revengers X My Hero special. But that's not happening anytime soon. And then it shows the lady hugging Deku along with Kota. Now, there's a guy from day 1, season 1, chapter 1, episode 1, whenever you want to say, of My Hero. He's the guy that stands next to Deku in the first episode with the weird hair that looks like Mudkip. Yeah, it looks like Mudkip. I can't really show it because I'm gonna get copyrighted, which is stupid. But he starts talking, and I think it's cool that he comes back, and he starts being important to the plot. He says, instead of freaking out and laying blame every which way, why don't we take a moment and hear these folks out? The boy's not asking to kick up his feet and stay here forever, right? But supplies and good help are hard to find out there these days, so if the boy needs a break before the world grinds him down to nothing, this place is his last best bet. He's trying to explain to everyone that Deku needs a break, which is a lot of what happened last chapter. And he's trying to explain to everyone Deku needs a break, calm down, let him just stay here before he gets all messed up again, let him recharge, just let him chill here for a bit so he could do what you're not going to. And Cytoplasm is holding Nezu. Now, if you missed last week's video, I'm going to be making a video talking about the traitor and why I think it is Nezu. And the guy starts screaming towards Nezu. That's the long and short of it, right? And Nezu says yes. Then one guy says, why not Shiketsu then, if they've got the same setup? And then someone says, but they'd probably overreact there as well. And then the Mudkip guy starts speaking again. To be frank, until our world went to hell, I never really realized it myself, how I was like a spectator and heroes were performers on a stage. Once upon a time, the unmatched All Might showed us all how to be a hero. He was the act to follow and everybody cheered him all. But along the way, don't forget about the heart and soul of that man. Now, what he's trying to explain is that All Might was not perfect. Was All Might perfect when it came to hero stuff? Yes, and by the way, sorry for that noise, that cutting, I don't know what that was. He's trying to explain that everything is gone now. All Might was not perfect, but he was always there and he always got the support of the people, but now the quote-unquote stage is gone. Failure after failure. Heroes can't be hoping for glory and riches at this point. So many of those folks we once called heroes have hung up their capes, which means we basically get to see now who were the real heroes and who were just searching for fame. Think about it, those ones who are still left, still fighting, what do you think they're fighting for? If you reject the ones still standing up for what's right, what do we even have left? How will there be a chance in hell of going back to our old lives? Sure, we're all hurting here, but let's stop and use our heads. How long can we be spectators on the sidelines? Basically, this guy's starting a riot. Not really a riot, but he's trying to explain to everyone, hey, all the fake heroes are gone. At this point, whoever's still being a hero isn't doing it for the money, isn't doing it for the fame. They're doing it because they know what they have to do. He's trying to explain to everyone that they also now need to know what to do. So the person who was upset last chapter starts saying, there are rumors of a guy with multiple quirks dressed in rags. They say he's either an agent of the village or maybe a true hero. So tell us, say you get to rest here for now, will we get to go back to our old lives eventually? And Deku, I love this shot. I'm really upset. I'm really upset I can't show this. Deku's just like, everybody is in this together with me, so yes, we'll bring it all back. And everybody's starting to accept it, because the guy who was upset at Deku for coming here, he's not upset anymore. Like, he just kept his mouth shut after that, and he just shut up. So then we see Ectoplasm go to Hawk, Shoto, and Endeavor. And Ectoplasm is trying to get everybody to come in so that they could see how Uravity did, to explain what had happened and how they should take in Deku. And Endeavor realizes that in the end all we did was cause more pain for Midoriya. There was no real progress, but just like a way of getting to this point. Like, they didn't really do anything, they just made him more upset. At this point they just got him to calm down, which was going to end up happening anyways because he was going to end up tiring himself out. But Hawk says that he disagrees, and Hawk says, we're seeing it here, One for All is a network of power that links people's hearts. It tied All Might to Midoriya, then Class A kept Midoriya in the game, and then Uraraka linked these people to Midoriya. If everyone are even capable of seeing each other as united as one, and Hawk's dream will finally come together, he sees a future where heroes will have time to kill, which is his goal to begin with. But then all of Class 1A, all the heroes are now talking to everyone. Midoriya's mom is crying with Deku. There's a nice big shot, but I can't show it. Then Hawks continues that he wants a future where everyone can't stop but smiling. And then, I hate this. Todoroki is just like, Dad, we do this together. And then there's a cut in of Dabi, and then Endeavor's just like, yeah, that's all that is. Just like, yeah, okay. That wasn't needed. There needs to have been an actual conversation, just like, we do this, okay, great. Like, that was stupid. And then Nezu once again, this would be all my power, but your class achieved it. And he's talking to Aizawa. We finally see Aizawa since the war. Aizawa is in a hospital with a prosthetic leg and a patch on his eye. He tells Nezu to tell Ida great job. And then we get asked about Kurogiri. So he's been visiting Kurogiri every day, and like, nothing's happening. They're talking to a dead end, but like, they're trying. But there's still hope that it will actually happen. So they're hoping that something will actually happen. And then this chapter ends with All Might walking away from UA. My Hero, man. My Hero is such a good manga. If you have not watched, read anything of it, go do so now, please. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new watch/read. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed. Tell me what you guys thought. Tell me if you want to see more reviews like this. I'm very excited to make my video on who is the traitor. So hopefully we can hit 50 subscribers by September 13th. And yeah, this is Domain. We'll see you guys next video. Peace.